What's up, everybody? D'Angelo here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And I wanted to make this video on why Uber and Lyft drivers hate Tryp and they see it as a scam, right? So this is the perfect. I couldn't ask for a better, example, a better visual example of, an MLM and stuff like that, and why I keep telling you guys not to recruit normal, everyday, typical, regular 9 to 5 workers for business opportunities because it just does not work, right? It just doesn't work at all. When you try to recruit a normal regular person for a business opportunity, it will not work. That person will fail 99% of the time, even if they do take action and buy your course or buy into your program or whatever it is you're promoting, right? Odds are they will fail. All right. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if Tryp is a scam. I don't know if it's legit. I don't know, if they're going to be up and running. I don't know. I'm not an influencer or anything along those lines. If you're a veteran on the channel, you guys know me. I make multiple 6 figures a year, and not a single dollar comes from MLMs and stuff like that because I don't do MLMs. MLMs is just not my thing. I don't like recruiting people. I don't like following up with people. I'll take my hundreds of thousands of dollars a year from CPA, helping business owners and e-commerce and stuff like that. Like, I'm not recruiting people for nothing. I just don't like doing it. I don't like having to explain why you should do what I do so you can have a better life. Like, I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. You want the same results, then just do what I am doing. That's simple. I shouldn't have to convince you to do it. Like, that's just me. I'm not doing that, right? But yeah, like, so you got these Tryp people. You got the Uber and Lyft drivers. They're calling everything, about Tryp a scam. Now, Tryp is like rideshare meets MLM. So this was just not the best. Now, I'm not saying this is like a bad business model by any means, because obviously there must have been some reason they went through and did all this stuff or whatever. But when it comes to the MLM niche, especially when it comes to making money and you pay, this person pays, and then the next person pays, and then the person above them gets a little bit of money, and then that person comes and pays, and then let's say person A refers person A gets paid for person B, then person B refers person C, then person C person B, then person A receive a little bit of the money. So then it starts getting a little like, type of thing there going on. So yeah, normal people don't like that. But at the same time, right, they will work for companies that are in this, pyramid platform type thing here, right? You'll have the CEO making millions of dollars a year. The president will probably be making millions of dollars a year. The vice president will probably be making high 6 figures or something like that a year. The middle management people, they'll probably be making at least $100,000 a year. The team leaders will probably be making at least $50,000 a year, and the people who do all the goddamn work will be making $15,000 to like $20,000 for the entire year. Like, just think about that. They do everything. They do all the work. They are the backbone of the company, and they get paid less than every other person. That's just mind blowing. And there is damn near no chance they will ever move up the ranks to CEO. That's going to be extremely rare. You rarely hear about a worker becoming the CEO of a company that they put in 50, 60 years at. They might make it to middle management, right? So yeah, like, you got these people, they will call, Tryp a scam and all this stuff or whatnot. But the real reason I wanted to make this was to compare it to affiliate marketing, right? Because I know, again, a lot of you guys are in MLMs or anything online. Average, everyday, regular people consider it a scam. Like, I actually was gonna make a video about this a while back or whatnot, but I decided not to even do it. But I met this guy, right? And he worked for Amazon. Like, he worked in an Amazon warehouse. And he thought selling on Amazon was a scam because you had to pay $40 up front. Like, how does that even sound? Like, you work for this company, but it's a scam solely because it's online and you have to pay up front. Like, people who think that anything is a scam if you have to pay up front are workers. That is 100% fact, right? That's a given. If you think you should receive something for free or you think you should be able to get into an opportunity or work for a company or not work for a company. But yeah, if you want to work for a company, then obviously you have that mindset of a worker, right? You don't see why you need to pay upfront for a company, which, I mean, for if you're going to be working for a company, that makes perfect sense. You shouldn't be paying to work inside of a company or whatever. Right? But even like Uber, for example, they're taking like 50, 60% of these people's fare, right? So let's say they make $3,000 for the month. If Tryp was 100% legit and everything goes good with that or whatnot, and everything works the way they say it's going to work, Tryp would take $200 of that, and let's say like some other fees or whatever, So let's say like a total of $300, right, from Tryp. Uber would take $1,500. Now, they're going to get $1,500 versus $2,700. But the average person, they can't see that far ahead, right? That's an extra $1,200 they would have in their pocket, but they can't see that because, they got to pay that $200 up front. Now, again, I'm not saying Tryp is legit. I'm not saying it's a scam. I'm not saying anything. I'm not telling you guys to go out and go sign up for Tryp or anything along those lines either, because I just told you that I'm not even going to be doing that. So why would I tell you guys to go do it, right? But yeah, like any person that asks why they got to pay for something up front is a worker. It's just that simple. And again, workers can't run a business. So that's like the worst part about Tryp, is that they went into a field or a niche or whatever you want to call it where there are nothing but workers, right? A driver, like Uber and Lyft drivers, like they don't own businesses. They don't have an LLC. They don't have any of the stuff where they wouldn't ask such a dumbass question. Not to be a dick, but I mean, that really is a stupid ass question if you ask why you have to pay up front, right? Like, think about it. How much does it cost to start a business? Just no products, just to start a business legally. $150, at least in my area, right? $150 plus you need your EIN. Well, EIN is free. Plus from there you need your reseller's permit. That can be a few dollars depending on your area as well. And then in my area, it costs $500 a month per business just to keep the business alive. Just to keep the business alive. $500 a year. That's not taxes. That's just to say, oh, I have a business. $500 per year, pay me. Right? So that's $650 plus right out the gate, already out of. That's just getting started, right? Then on top of that, you're gonna need your website. So you got to pay for that. You're going to have to hire developers to make that website. You're going to need to pay for a domain. You're going to need to pay for hosting. So that's an easy couple $100 right there. And then if you're doing an offline business, it's going to cost you even more money. You're going to have to rent a storefront. You're going to have to buy products. You're going to have to buy all this stuff. But why do you got to pay up front? See what I'm saying? You would never ask such a dumbass question unless you were a worker. Because it just wouldn't make any sense for a business-minded person or a business owner to ask a question like that when they know everything costs money. Like I said, you can't even be legally recognized as a business unless you have an LLC, a corporation, social proprietor, etc. Right? Unless you have that, and that costs money. But the same thing down here, right? These people will go get a job, and let's say the job is like, oh, this uniform is going to cost $100. They'll be 100% fine with paying that $100 solely because they don't have to pay for it up front. They're like, oh, we're just going to take it out of your check. But this might have cost them $3 to make. They're going to be making tens of thousands of dollars off this person every single month. But they're perfectly fine with that solely because they don't have to pay up front. Right? A job is more riskier than any other way to make money, in my opinion. I mean, think about it. You got to work 40 to 50, 60 years of your life. Let's say that 39th year come around and the business goes under. Boom. You see this happening all the damn time. What was it? GM laid off 500 people? They got a little severance package or whatever, but that was it. You got Macy's. They're laying off people left and right. Toys R Us shut down, left a lot of people without jobs. They're actually coming back too, by the way. But like I said, there are just tons and tons and tons and tons of these places that are just shutting down. And again, if you go and put 30, 40, 50 years of your life into the company, boom, all right, they shut down. What you got left now? You got to start all over at another company. Way more riskier. You'll be working till the day you die. But that's pretty much you guys on why I wanted to go over why Uber and Lyft drivers do not like Tryp and they see it as a scam. Like I said, there's a lot of miscommunication going around as well. Like you got some people saying, "Oh, what am I paying the $200 for?" Right? From what I hear, is to pay for your fees and to get your merchant account set up and all that stuff, right? Which is not free. Even if you didn't go through Tryp, you would still have to pay for that. It actually might be more. Um, like I said, there's just a lot of miscommunication going on. A lot of people just don't look up things for themselves, and it's people. It's just a lack of research. But again, I'm not defending Tryp. I'm not saying it is a scam. I'm not saying it isn't a scam. Like I said, for me personally, I don't do MLMs because I hate dealing with normal people, and like when it comes to dealing with normal people, it's just gonna give you a huge headache. At least in my opinion, not worth it. So yeah, I'd rather just sell them what they want because I mean, the people who ask why I got to pay up front have no problem paying for a $500 TV. I can sell you a $500 TV and just walk and have a good day. Why would I try to sell you a $200 program? It just doesn't make any sense. You go out and spend for $5,000 on a car and finance it because you don't have enough money for it, right? I can sell you that car. Why am I going to try to sell you $200 program? Right? I'm just gonna sell people what they want. Stop trying to force workers to become business owners. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. Just give them what they want. They want to spend their money on stupid shit and live in poverty and be broke and look like they got money. Help them out. Say no more. Yeah, I got this $450 TV right here. Say no more. You buy it for $100, sell it for $450. Boom, all day long. Right? Yeah, I got this Nintendo Switch right here. Sell it for $250. Buy it for $125. All day long. Right? So just stop trying to force it. Let it be. If they want to be broke, if they want to, have that type of lifestyle where they're hurting and they don't even have baby diapers, but they got a Rolex in the room and shit. Like, let them be. Let them be. Right? Stop trying to force workers to become business owners. Right? And that is why Uber and Lyft drivers hate Tryp, and they see it as a scam. It's solely because they are workers. If Tryp said, we're going to take away the MLM and we're going to waive the fee and just take like 30% up front, boom, problem is gone just like that. Boom. Nobody will see it as a scam anymore or anything along those lines, right? But that's because you're taking away the business part of it, right? Oh, we got to pay money up front. Why do I got to pay money up front? Why do I got to pay money up front? There you go. But that's pretty much it. This video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and comments and stuff like that down below. Like I said, I got to keep saying this over and over because I don't want one of my followers, or one of my subscribers or whatnot to go out and like sign up and pay money for this company or anything along those lines. Like, I'm not telling you guys to go out and do that because like I said, I'm not even going to be doing that. Like, I don't do MLMs or anything along those lines because again, like I said, I hate dealing with regular, typical, everyday people. Like, oh, that's a scam. That's a scam. Great. Have a wonderful day. Like, I'm not about to sit there and argue with people, especially people who don't even make any goddamn money. Like, come on now. But that's pretty much it. Have a good day.